A gynecologist morning ritual, 3 acupressure points for renewed energy after 60. Have you ever awakened in the morning feeling a sense of heaviness and sluggishness, almost as if your own body is weighing you down before the day has even properly begun? A great many women over the age of 60 tell me, "Dr. Stones, I used to open my eyes and feel ready to greet the morning, but now, even after what feels like a full night of sleep, I wake up feeling profoundly tired." If that sentiment sounds familiar, please know that you are not alone. And what if I were to tell you that held within your very own body are 3 powerful, specific points, gentle pressure points, that you can easily stimulate to help awaken your circulation, restore your natural energy, and even leave you feeling fresher and more vibrant when you rise in the morning. I am Dr. Lily Stones, a gynecologist with over 30 years of dedicated experience caring for women during and after the significant transition of menopause. Over these many decades, I have discovered that one of the most consistently overlooked aspects of women's health is what I call intimate circulation, the intricate way that blood flow, nerve signals, and muscle tone in the pelvic area profoundly affect the rest of your body. Think of it as being akin to the root system of a magnificent tree. If those roots become dry and are left to struggle, the entire tree will inevitably appear weak, no matter how much glorious sunshine it receives. But if you take the time to deeply nourish those roots, suddenly the branches will perk up, the leaves will shine more brightly, and a vital life force will begin to flow once again. Your intimate pelvic area works in much the same way. It is deeply and inextricably connected to your nervous system, your hormones, and your overall sense of energy. Now, here is the surprising part. According to compelling research from the Cleveland Clinic and various other integrative studies focused on women's health, gentle self-care techniques, such as the practice of pressing specific pelvic acupressure points, may help to activate blood circulation and facilitate the release of your body's natural endorphins, thereby giving you a more energized and positive start to your day. These are not complicated or strenuous exercises, and they certainly do not require any medication. They are simple, accessible practices that you can perform in the complete privacy of your own bedroom in less than 5 minutes before you even step 1 foot out of bed. One of my patients, Diane, a 66-year-old retired nurse, came to see me with the complaint that every single morning she felt groggy, unmotivated, and deeply disconnected from her own body. She was understandably quite skeptical when I first suggested that she try the practice of pelvic acupressure, but after just 1 week of consistent daily practice, she looked at me during her follow-up visit and said, "Stones, I simply cannot believe that something so incredibly simple could make such a profound difference. I actually wake up feeling ready to move again." And she is not the only one. Time and time again, I have seen women discover that by simply reconnecting with their bodies in these small, intentional ways, they are able to unlock a spark of vitality that they had long thought was lost forever with age. So today, I want to show you exactly how these 3 specific points work, why they are so particularly important for women over the age of 60, and how the act of pressing them on a regular basis can help you to wake up feeling fresher, lighter, and more energized every single morning. But before I reveal the exact locations of these points, allow me to offer a word of caution. Many women make the common mistake of either pressing too hard, of ignoring the crucial role of circulation altogether, or of misunderstanding the fundamental difference between targeted pressure points and an ordinary massage. And those very mistakes can keep you feeling stuck in a state of fatigue, instead of freeing your natural energy. We will go through those common mistakes step by step so that you can effectively avoid them. But first, please take a moment to reflect. When was the last time that you woke up feeling truly and genuinely refreshed, without needing at least 2 cups of coffee just to get yourself going? Imagine reclaiming that wonderful feeling, naturally, safely, and in a way that actively supports your overall intimate health. Stay with me, because what I am about to share with you might just change the way you begin every single day after the age of 60. And let me ask you, do you believe that your body still possesses the innate ability to feel energized and vibrant no matter your age? Please share your thoughts in the comments. I truly want to hear your perspective before we dive into these 3 powerful points together. Now, before I reveal the 3 specific points that can help you feel refreshed and revitalized each morning, allow me to share something of great importance. In my many years of practice, I have seen numerous women attempt to use self-massage or various pressure techniques on their own. Some of them have even read articles online or heard tips from well-meaning friends. But here is the unvarnished truth. Not all of these techniques are safe, and not every approach will yield the positive result that you are hoping for. In fact, there are 3 very common mistakes that can actually leave you feeling more fatigued, more frustrated, or even physically uncomfortable. The first and most common mistake is pressing too hard. Many women operate under the assumption that if a little bit of pressure is good, then more pressure must be even better. But your pelvic tissues, especially after the hormonal shifts of menopause, become thinner and significantly more delicate due to lower estrogen levels. Pushing too forcefully can easily cause irritation, the formation of micro tears in the tissue, or even a lingering soreness. Think of it as being like watering a very fragile flower. You would never blast it with the full force of a fire hose. You would offer it gentle, steady drops of water. In precisely the same way, a gentle, mindful, and sustained pressure works far more effectively than any kind of heavy-handed force. One of my patients, Helen, aged 71, told me that she had completely given up on this type of self-care because it always seemed to hurt more than it helped. When we carefully reviewed her technique, the problem was simple. She was using far too much force. Once she softened her touch, she noticed a marked improvement in her comfort and circulation almost immediately. The second common mistake is ignoring the profound importance of your breathing. It may surprise you to learn this, but your breath is directly and powerfully connected to how well your body is able to circulate blood and oxygen. When you unconsciously hold your breath while you are pressing on a point, you inadvertently tighten your muscles and actively restrict that vital flow. But when you make a conscious effort to inhale deeply and to exhale slowly, you are sending a clear signal to your nervous system to relax, which in turn allows your blood vessels to expand and to do their job much more efficiently. According to the Mayo Clinic, the practice of slow, deep breathing can effectively reduce stress hormones, lower your blood pressure, and improve your circulation throughout the entire body, and that includes the pelvic region. So the act of pressing the right point without any mindful breathing is much like trying to start a powerful engine without any fuel. The system simply will not run as smoothly or as effectively as it could. The third mistake is treating this practice as a quick, one-time fix, instead of as a gentle and consistent daily routine. Many women will try pressing a point once or twice, and when they do not feel an immediate and dramatic burst of energy, they simply give up. But your body, especially after the age of 60, responds much better to consistent, gentle, and rhythmic stimulation than it does to sudden and irregular efforts. Just as with physical exercise, you would never expect to develop stronger muscles from lifting a single weight just once. You understand that you must build that strength over a period of time. Your pelvic circulation and your natural energy flow follow the very same principle. A retired teacher I know, Mrs. Alvarez, was quite skeptical at first. She tried the technique for 2 mornings in a row, felt absolutely nothing, and concluded that it was useless. But after she made a commitment to following a steady daily routine for 2 full weeks, she told me, "It's as if my mornings finally belong to me again." Now, why am I sharing these common mistakes with you before I have even shown you the actual points? Because avoiding these potential pitfalls is every bit as important as learning the correct technique. If you press too hard, if you breathe too shallowly, or if you treat this practice as a one-time trick, you simply will not see the benefits. But if you learn to use a gentle, sustained pressure, to combine it with slow and deep breathing, and to commit to a short daily routine, you will be creating the perfect conditions for your natural energy to begin to flow again. And here is a little cliffhanger for you. These 3 points I am about to show you are not at all random. Each one of them is intricately connected to specific areas in your body where nerves, blood vessels, and muscle tone all intersect. Gently stimulating them can help to wake up not just your pelvic region, but also your entire overall sense of vitality. In part 3, I will walk you through each of these points step by step, where it is located, how to find it, and how long to press it for the very best results. But before we go there, I would like to ask you, which of these common mistakes do you think you may have made in your own self-care routine in the past? Was it using too much force, breathing shallowly, or simply giving up too soon? Please share in the comments. You may be very surprised to see just how many other women have struggled with the exact same thing. Now that we have cleared up the common mistakes, let's go step by step into the actual practice itself. I will walk you through 3 specific and accessible points that are located in your pelvic and lower abdominal area. These are simple, natural places where your nerves and your blood vessels converge. By gently stimulating them, you can help to encourage healthy circulation, you can improve the flow of oxygen, and you can send positive signals through your nervous system that will help you to feel awake and vibrantly alive each and every morning. The first point is located just 2 inches directly below your belly button, right in the center of your lower abdomen. This area is often referred to as the energy center in traditional acupressure, but from a purely medical perspective, it also lies directly above some of your key pelvic blood vessels. By simply placing your fingers flat against this area, and gently pressing in small, slow circular motions for about 30 to 60 seconds, you can help to awaken the flow of blood not just to your pelvic organs, but throughout your entire body. One of my patients, a 65-year-old grandmother, began using this particular point every single morning before she even got out of bed. Within just 1 week, she told me, "Dr. Stones, I feel as if I have completely reconnected to my own core, like my body is finally listening to me again." That profound sense of reconnection is often the very spark that is needed to lift that persistent morning fatigue. The second point is located at the inner crease of your thigh, right where your leg meets your torso. If you gently place your hand along your inner groin, you can often feel a soft spot that will frequently begin to warm as the blood vessels flow just underneath the surface of the skin. Press here with the tips of your fingers, not too hard, just enough to be able to notice the pressure for about 30 seconds on each side. This particular point helps to support the circulation to your pelvic floor muscles, which have a natural tendency to weaken with age and with the hormonal shifts of menopause. According to the NIH, improving the flow of blood to these specific muscles can help to reduce discomfort, can support your overall bladder health, and can even enhance your experience of intimacy. Think of it as being like gently loosening a tight and stubborn knot. Once the flow has been fully restored, the surrounding muscles are able to relax, and your whole body benefits. The third and final point is found just behind your pelvic bone, near the very base of your pubic area. You do not need to press deeply at all. In fact, a light, steady, and sustained pressure with just 2 fingers is more than enough. Hold this point for about 20 to 30 seconds while you are breathing slowly and deeply. Many women describe feeling a gentle, spreading warmth move through their hips when they do this. From a medical standpoint, this particular spot sits very close to some of the key nerve pathways that communicate with your lower spine and your hips, which is precisely why it can often trigger a profound sense of both relaxation and renewed energy. A 70-year-old patient named Carol told me that when she added this particular step to her morning routine, she not only felt more energized throughout the day, but she also noticed that her chronic lower back stiffness was beginning to ease up. Here is how you can put it all together into a simple, effective routine. Before you get out of bed in the morning, take 2 or 3 slow, deep, and intentional breaths. Place your hand gently on the first point, 2 inches below your belly button, and press in a gentle circular motion for up to 1 minute. Then move to the inner thigh crease on your right side, hold that point for 30 seconds, switch to your left side and repeat. Finally, place your fingers on the very base of your pubic bone, and press lightly while you are continuing to breathe deeply, for another 30 seconds. In less than 5 minutes, you have effectively given your entire pelvic area a gentle and loving wake-up call. You have invited your circulation to begin to flow freely, and you have told your nervous system that it is time to feel alive. Please remember that consistency matters far more than intensity. Do not worry if you do not feel a dramatic or immediate change on day 1. For a great many women, the positive effects of this practice will build up slowly over time, much like the process of watering a garden every single day. By the second week of consistent practice, your mornings may begin to feel lighter. By the third week, your energy may last longer into the day. And over time, you may begin to notice some wonderful added benefits, such as less pelvic heaviness, improved physical comfort, and even a greater sense of connection during moments of intimacy. As you listen to this, you might be thinking to yourself, "Dr. Stones, does something so incredibly simple really make that much of a difference?" Please allow me to reassure you, the human body is ingeniously designed to respond to touch, to breath, and to circulation. According to the Cleveland Clinic, even very small boosts in the flow of blood to the pelvic muscles can significantly improve the overall vitality in women after menopause. You are not trying to trick your body. You are simply reminding it of a natural, healthy rhythm that was always there, just waiting to be rediscovered. So I truly encourage you to try this simple routine tomorrow morning before you even reach for your slippers. And as you practice, I want you to notice how your body feels, not just physically, but also emotionally. Because the truth is, when you begin your day by consciously and lovingly reconnecting with your own body, you will carry that positive energy into every single interaction that follows. But before you rush to practice, please let me leave you with this thought. Just as there are 3 specific points to press, there are also some simple lifestyle habits, that can greatly multiply their positive effect. Things like proper hydration, gentle stretching, and even a few surprising nutrition choices. In the next part, I will reveal how the combination of these habits with your new morning routine can help to turn those small initial sparks of energy into a lasting and sustained vitality that can carry you throughout your entire day. And I want to ask you, if you were to add this simple 5-minute practice into your mornings, what is the very first difference that you would hope to feel? Would it be more physical energy, less stiffness, or perhaps a brighter and more positive mood? Please share your hopes with me in the comments. I want to share with you the story of a woman who serves as a constant reminder to me of why these small, intimate, and personal practices matter so very much. Her name is Elaine, and she was 68 years old when she first came to see me. She walked slowly into my office, her shoulders were slumped, and she told me, "Dr. Stones, I simply don't recognize myself anymore. I wake up feeling exhausted, I find myself napping through the entire afternoon, and I have lost all of my interest in the things I used to love: gardening, walking with my friends, and even the experience of intimacy with my husband. I just feel completely faded." Elaine had tried everything: vitamins, sleep aids, and even drinking more coffee. Nothing seemed to help. What I noticed, however, was that her pervasive fatigue was not just about the quality of her sleep. It was about her circulation, her sense of connection, and the way her body had lost its natural rhythm in the years following menopause. I gently introduced her to the very same 3 pressure points that I have just shared with you. At first she laughed. "You really think that pressing right here is going to give me my energy back?" she asked, but she was willing to try. 2 weeks later, she came back to my office with a genuine sparkle in her eyes. "It's the strangest thing, Dr. Stones," she said. "I still wake up, but instead of having to drag myself to the kitchen, I feel as though my body has already started moving from the inside. I can actually get through the entire morning without needing that second cup of coffee." A month later, she was back out in her garden, lovingly tending to her roses. She also told me that her husband had noticed the change too, not just in her energy levels, but in the warmth and the presence that she had brought back into their relationship. Stories like Elaine's always remind me of something very important: creating energy after the age of 60 is not about forcing your body to act younger than it is. It is about learning to listen to it differently and to care for it in ways that are perfectly matched to this particular stage of your life. Think of your body as a beautiful, finely crafted musical instrument. In your younger years, the strings were tight and incredibly responsive. You could strum them quickly, and the sound that was produced was bright and vibrant. After menopause, those strings naturally begin to loosen. If you continue to strum them in the exact same way, the music that you create will sound dull and lifeless. But if you take the time to gently and carefully tune those strings, to press the right notes with a mindful touch, that instrument can still play with an exquisite beauty. The music will be different, yes, but it will also be deeper, richer, and more soulful than ever before. That is exactly what these 3 pressure points can do. They are not magic buttons, but they are very effective tuning keys. They help your body to find its natural rhythm once again. When your blood is flowing freely, when your nerves are sending their signals without being blocked, and when your muscles are able to relax and to breathe, you will begin to feel like yourself again, not the younger version of yourself, but the wise, stronger version who still absolutely deserves to experience energy and joy. I know that some of you might be feeling skeptical. Perhaps you have already tried so many different things: supplements, exercises, and various diets, and none of them have given you any lasting relief. But sometimes, the answer is not to be found in adding more complexity to your life. Sometimes, it is about returning to the simple, fundamental basics of how your body actually works. Your pelvic region is much like a central nexus of energy for your body. If the circuits in that area are clogged or sluggish, the lights in the rest of your house will begin to flicker. But when you are able to gently clear those circuits, the whole house can begin to glow brightly again. One of my favorite moments as a physician is when patients like Elaine tell me, "Not only do I feel better, but I feel like myself again." Because after the age of 60, good health is not only about living for a longer period of time, it is about living while feeling deeply connected to your own body, to your relationships, and to your passion. And that connection often begins in the very places that we have been taught to ignore, like the practice of intimate self-care. So, as you think about these 3 powerful points, I want you to imagine yourself tuning your own precious instrument each and every morning. Just 5 minutes of gentle, loving care is all that it takes to begin to bring back a sense of clarity, of warmth, and of presence into your life. And as Elaine discovered, it is not just about having more energy in the morning. It is about having more confidence in your daily life, more comfort in your own body, and even an experience of intimacy that feels vibrantly alive again. In the next part, I will bring everything together. I will recap the 3 points, the common mistakes to avoid, and the simple daily habits that can greatly multiply your results. And I will leave you with one final powerful reminder: no matter your age, your body still holds the incredible ability to surprise you. But let me ask you, if you could wake up tomorrow feeling even just 20% more energized, what would you do with that wonderful gift? Would you garden for longer? Would you walk further? Would you laugh more? Or would you perhaps share a quiet moment of closeness with someone you love? Please share your answer with me in the comments. I read every single one. So let's take a moment to bring everything together. We started with the simple and relatable truth that a great many women over the age of 60 wake up each and every morning feeling drained, sluggish, and disconnected from their own bodies. But we also discovered that hidden deep inside your own pelvic region are 3 gentle and accessible points that, when pressed on a daily basis, can help to reawaken your circulation, restore a profound sense of vitality, and bring back an energy that you may have thought was gone forever. Do you remember them? The first is located just 2 inches below your belly button, your lower energy center, where pressing with gentle circular motions for up to a minute can help to activate your core circulation. The second lies at the gentle crease of your inner thigh, where holding each side for 30 seconds can invite a healthy flow of blood to your pelvic floor and help to relieve any built-up tension. And the third and final point rests at the very base of your pubic bone, where a light, steady pressure for just half a minute can awaken your nerve signals and help to ease any stiffness in your hips and your lower back. Together, these 3 points form a simple 5-minute morning practice that is short, that is easy to do, but that is also incredibly powerful. We also explored the common mistakes that you should actively avoid. Do not press too hard. Your delicate tissues require gentle and compassionate care. Do not hold your breath. Your breathing is an integral part of the entire circulation process. And do not treat this practice as a one-time quick fix. Your body thrives on a sense of rhythm and routine. With daily practice, these points can become a quiet and cherished ritual, allowing you to tune your body each morning, in much the same way that a musician carefully tunes her instrument before a performance. And please remember Elaine's inspiring story. At the age of 68, she firmly believed that her energy and her capacity for intimacy were fading away for good. But with a little bit of patience, she discovered that by simply reconnecting with her own body through these small mindful practices, she was able to restore not just her mornings, but also her confidence and the sense of closeness she shared with her loved ones. Her story is a powerful reminder to all of us: age does not have to mean decline, it means adaptation. Now, allow me to speak directly to you. If you have been feeling that your mornings are a constant battle, that your energy seems to slip through your fingers, I want you to know with absolute certainty that you are not powerless. Your body is still perfectly capable of waking up feeling fresh, vibrant, and deeply connected. It only asks that you begin to care for it in ways that are well matched to this particular stage of your life. These 3 points are not a miracle cure, but they are a heartfelt invitation for you to step back into a true partnership with your own body, to remind yourself that your vitality is not lost, it is simply waiting to be stirred. So tomorrow morning, before you even reach for your cup of coffee, before you scroll through your phone, please give yourself just 5 minutes. Place your hand gently on your lower belly, on your inner thighs, and at the base of your pelvis. Breathe slowly and deeply. Notice how your body responds, and then carry that precious spark of energy with you into the rest of your day. If you have found this information helpful, I warmly invite you to share this video with a friend, a sister, or someone you love who might also be searching for ways to feel more alive after the age of 60. And please do not forget to subscribe to this channel, Elder Care Wellness, where I share trusted evidence-based guidance every single week, because you deserve to age not just gracefully but joyfully. And I would love to hear from you. Which of the 3 points do you think you will try first tomorrow morning? Will it be the lower belly, the thigh crease, or the pelvic base? Please leave me a comment. I truly enjoy reading all of your stories and your reflection. And before we close, let me remind you this video is for educational purposes only. It does not replace medical advice. Every woman's body is unique. If you are experiencing pain, significant changes, or have personal concerns, please consult with your healthcare provider. Your well-being deserves personalized care.